everyone, so around this time of year is the time that I get most asked about what I use to tan and keep my skin glowy and healthy during the harsh winter months. And I've actually been using this amazing product system for almost a year now, and I'm just now getting to doing the video on it just because, I don't know, I've been using quite a few products to see which ones I like the best and if this was really a system that I believe in and, love and truly adore, even though they did send it to me. But they sent it to me so long ago, and to be honest, I've had a few companies approach me with their tanning products, and I've also tried some that you can buy at the drugstore and everything, and this one is by far my absolute favorite. And every time I do this, a lot of you guys ask me in the comments, how are you so tan? What are you using? Please do a video on it. So I decided to do this video finally for you guys, and this is on the St. Tropez tanning products, the Red Carpet Ready set, and I absolutely adore them, and I want you guys to know about them because I get so many questions from you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's get into the video. I'm going to go on a little bit more in depth now about each product and when you use it and everything. So these are kind of the steps on how to tan and what you use each thing for. So the first product that you use in your tanning process is the body polish, which is another word for exfoliator. So it's extremely important to exfoliate your skin when tanning because otherwise you're going to get a very uneven tan, and that's going to result in splotches, and you don't want that. You want a very nice, even, glowy tan that it doesn't look like that you tanned. It looks like that you're naturally glowy, or that you actually went to somewhere very warm and got a nice tan instead of when you get spray tans and people ask you, oh, did you spray tan? Because they can tell and it looks very artificial. So this is a very crucial, probably the most important step to doing a perfect tan is to exfoliate. And what I like to do is put this on a loofah and just kind of rub it everywhere, and I like to focus on my knees, ankles, my wrists, and my palms, and then also my elbows, because those are the places that get soak up most of the tan right away, and you want to make sure that you get the dead skin off of that first. So basically when you're exfoliating it's taking off the layers of skin that when you build up layers of skin and you don't exfoliate, then that's going to create the uneven tan. So basically that is what that step is doing. It's very important. So the next step is the actual tanner itself. This is the bronzing mousse, and what I really like about it is that it is a mousse, so it has this pump right here and it comes out as a foam. And what's really nice about this product as well is that it doesn't have it does have a color to it, so it's like this dark brownish color. So you're gonna see that where you're applying the tan, whereas some tanners are clear and you don't know where you're building it up, and you may think you missed a spot, and then it turns out that you put on a bunch of layers, and so you have this really tan spot, and then you didn't know where you missed it because you couldn't see it. So what I really like about the color is don't let it freak you out, because it is quite dark and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be this dark, like this cannot work because I'm very pale. No, definitely not like that. It comes out like really dark color, but then you blend it in and it's like a perfectly glowy color. And when putting on your bronzing mousse, you want to make sure that you're doing it in strokes like this along your skin. You don't want to rub, because when you're rubbing it's going to make it uneven. So make sure that you just gently smooth it over, and then it's going to set in your skin and give you this really nice finish. So you're probably wondering, how do I apply this without getting my hands to look really brown and orange? It's very important to make sure that you don't do that. So a few things that you can do. You can either use latex gloves. You can buy a big box and they're very inexpensive, and then just throw them away each use. That's very easy. I did that a lot, but sometimes it can kind of create friction among the skin and the latex, so it sometimes is like hard to kind of have to go over it a little bit, but usually it's fine if you use latex gloves. Otherwise, you can use the mitt that comes with the kit. I actually don't have it here right now, but there's a big mitt, and you can use that as well. But my favorite and just the easiest way is to just use my hands, and you're probably thinking that I'm crazy because, why wouldn't it get extremely brown and orange and gross? Well, it would if I didn't know how to take it off properly. So once you're done, smoothing it everywhere, your hands are going to be extremely brown. And what I like to do is first rinse my hands under the sink so that it gets off that first initial layer, but it's still going to be extremely brown. And then I take a pump of hand soap and then rub that for about 30 seconds to get off another good layer of residue. And then I wash that off, and then it's still a little bit brown, but definitely better. And then I take the body polish exfoliator that I used earlier in the shower, and then I put a pump of that, or not a pump, but like a squeeze of that, and I just rub that, well, my voice just went out for a second. I just rub that in my hands for a good about 30 seconds to a minute, and then I will rinse that off, and then there's absolutely no residue, so it's perfect. And you also want to make sure that once you like wash your hands and stuff, if you're doing that, that you don't forget to apply a smooth little layer of the tan on your palms. Otherwise it's going to be like this line where your tan is and then it's not. So just want to mention that as a good tip. Also, when using a product like this, I get asked questions like, do I apply this to my face? Is it even safe for my face? It's completely safe for your face. In fact, you definitely want to apply it to your face, otherwise you're going to be tan everywhere except for your face. But you definitely want to keep in mind that less is more. When you put the tanning on your face, it tends to look a lot tanner than the rest of your body. Even if you're using a really little bit, it'll look very tan at first. And you want to make sure that you have absolutely no makeup. I know that you shouldn't have makeup on in the shower anyway, but if you have any like residue, just kind of wipe it off beforehand, because you want to apply it everywhere on your face, like on your eyelids, and don't forget your ears as well. Personally, I think the best time to apply the tanner is a little bit before bedtime. Now wait about 10 minutes before getting dressed, just so that it doesn't get on your clothes or anything, but after that 10 minutes, you're totally safe to put on your clothes. And then I like to just go to bed, and it doesn't get like all over the sheets or anything, so it's totally perfect like that. And then in the morning I just wash off the tan, and I think a lot of people forget that step, especially with like even spray tanning. People forget that you should wash it off so that you're left with the clean layer of tan on your skin and it's not built up. And if there's any splotches like that you missed, don't be alarmed. When you shower, it should come right off, and then you're left with a really glowy, pretty tan. Now on to the next product, which is the body moisturizer. This is very important for keeping your skin well nourished and your tan maintained and looking glowy for longer. So I like to apply this every day after I use my tanner, and then the day, let's say up until the day I shower, and then when I shower I will just put on my mousse again if I want to keep my tan maintained. Otherwise I'll just let it go. Obviously it'll just fade. And then the other two products are kind of more not necessity, but they're really fun and come with the kit anyway, so I really like them. So the first one is the Skin Illuminator. It looks like this, and I've used this in a few tutorials, I think, or else they're in my favorites videos, but it gives the most gorgeous blue iridescence to your face, and it's so beautiful. And I will do a little swatch of this. So it looks like a lotion, but what I like about this is it's kind of like a liquid highlighter, and most highlighters for your face are powders. So this is the highlighter right here, and then if I blend it out here, maybe you guys can see that it has this blue iridescence to it, and it's so pretty. So I absolutely adore this. And then the last product is the Bronzing Rocks, and it looks like this. This is probably my least used of all of the 5. I've only used it a few times just because I have other products that I like more. So these are what the Bronzing Rocks look like, and to be honest, don't they kind of remind you of Reese's Puff cereal? I don't know, they kind of remind me of that. But yeah, they look like this, and they're just shimmery balls of bronzer. So you can just take your kabuki brush like this and then just gently rub it over the rocks and apply it all over. Now I like to kind of have a matte tan on my face, but sometimes I like to have a glow to my cheeks, so this would be really nice like to add to your cheeks just as like a blush almost, but just kind of that glowy skin. And then you can apply it also to your décolleté so that you're just shimmery and gorgeous, and it'll just accentuate your tan in all the right places. So yeah, that's it for my review and steps on how to maintain a perfect tan in the wintertime with the St. Tropez Red Carpet Ready set. I hope you guys enjoyed this and answered all your questions on tanning, and maybe helped you guys out if you're getting these products or something similar and don't really know how to use them and when to use them. But yeah, I hope that you guys try this out and go find it for yourselves. I will include prices and where you can go buy them and their websites in the description box below, so you guys can go check them out. Overall, I would give this set a big 2 thumbs up because they are my favorite tanning products that I've ever used, and I will continue using them after I've used them up because I truly believe in them and I think they're amazing if you want to create a very natural, healthy looking glow. And they're very buildable, which I like, because a lot of tanning products that I've used tend to just give you one shade for like everyone, and everyone is not the same. So I like that you can kind of customize it to yourself. And I hope that answers all of your questions. If you guys have any other questions or comments, concerns, please write them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!